Hi guys. So today's comparison video is a journey in power tubes. So we're using one amp for this to keep it scientific. We're using the same amp, same settings, same cab, same mic, same everything. So we're using a Peavey 6505 Plus, which is a 50 watt cab, so it only uses two power tubes, which is easier for me to be able to afford to buy the tubes to compare them. And we're using a Zilla Fatbaby 112 with a Celestion Creamback M, and that's mic'd up with an SM57 and an SE Voodoo Ribbon VR1. So the 6505 Plus came with tubes that are marked Ruby, and these don't seem to have the best reputation, so over the years I've ended up swapping out all the Ruby preamp tubes, but I always ended left the power tubes, the 6L6s, as they were. Now, these are 6L6 GCs. Now that's important because the GC is apparently quite different, having done some research, to the original 6L6, which is a Fender style tube, which I think they can only put about 20 watts each out, which you'll find 6L6 originals in things like Twins, things like that, but heavy gain amps use the 6L6 GC, which can stay clean at loud volumes. It has a big kind of punch to it. Now, I'd been using this amp for a while, so I'll let you hear first what the Ruby 6L6 GCs sound like. Now, after a while, I kind of got bored with the sound of those and figured I'd do some experimenting. So after doing a bit of digging, I found that the 5881 tubes, which are Russian tubes, which are a very similar design, would work in this amp. So I got a pair of Harmer 5881s from Watford Valves, and I thought I'd give those a go, so I dropped those in, and in this case I've dropped those in, and this is how they sound. Now, I don't know why, but when I was playing with these tubes, I didn't seem to be happy with the sound, so I went back to the Rubies. And very recently, there was a special offer on at Watford Valves for Groove Tubes 6L6 GCs, and I figured, hey, let's go for it. Because I'd always been a little worried about the original power tubes, because they weren't even the same size as each other. One was bigger than the other, and I thought, that can't be right, because they're supposed to be a matched pair. So I got myself a pair of the Groove Tubes, and they're the 6L6 GC GEs, which apparently are a copy of the General Electric design. General Electric being, if you're from the UK or Europe, in America they're huge. General Electric are the daddies. Like we have companies in the UK like Mullard who are no longer around. General Electric in the US were like that, so their design's been copied. And that sounds like this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but on listen back to this, the amp's been run fairly loud, It's a 65 watt speaker in there and a 50 watt head. So I'm able to run it quite loud. The volume's on maybe 4 or 5 out of 10. I'm not entirely sure what that equates to in actual watts, but it's plenty enough that it should be giving the power tubes something to do. And I don't think there's much in it in terms of the sound, really. I honestly thought there'd be more than this. I thought there'd be quite a lot of difference. And I'll play them back to back at the end. And the groove tubes especially, and the rubies, sound pretty much identical to me. The only thing I can think that might be different is maybe the groove tubes ones will last longer, maybe because they're made better. That's all I can guess. But it didn't make nearly as much of a difference as I thought. Let me know in the comments section what you think as well after listening to the end section. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, we really appreciate it. We're going to be doing a preamp tube comparison next, comparing 12AX7s and compatibles. We're also going to be doing a big speaker shootout with Celestion and Blackstar and SE Electronics and Zilla. And we're going to be comparing loads of different Celestion speakers. So stick around for those, and thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.